Okay, happy Monday. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Team Sweaty Lovely Life team call. It's the first official Monday of a new month. It is March 2nd. Crazy. I feel like you guys, this year is flying. It's crazy. And I'm really excited about tonight's topic because we are going to be talking all about our road to elite. And honestly, I wish I talked about this way back in January, but better late than never. So we're going to get into it tonight. But first thing I want to do is I want to kind of run through some announcements because there are some exciting things happening this month. Okay, so first and foremost, as always, I want all of us to just aim high with our individual goals. Okay, no more playing small. All right. I don't want everyone, just shooting to hit Success Club. I really truly believe in this, aim high, land high mentality. I feel like we should always be shooting for, we should be aiming higher than what's comfortable. This is something that I feel like I've been doing now in my own journey, in my own business for well over pretty much ever since I realized that I really wanted, when I got into that mentality, I really wanted to take this full time. I wanted to be able to go per diem with my nursing job and all that stuff. And I realized that I needed to step this up. I've been aiming high. Okay. So I challenge you, whatever your goal is this month, double it. Okay. Making sure we're tracking, making sure that you guys are really pushing for those rank goals that you guys have, because our Emerald and Diamond retreat is happening next month. Okay. So literally exactly a month from today, April 3rd through 5th is our Emerald and Diamond retreat. So if you aren't clear on the qualifications for that, go back to the post in the team page, because you can't just, be an Emerald. You have to have hit Success Club in the previous month. So go back and read that. And then, so that's going to be great. I'm super excited about that. I'm actually getting everything squared away with that. There's going to be some team swag. There's going to be a photographer. We're just going to have a great time. And so I am hoping that you guys are keeping that and pushing for that and keeping that at the forefront of your mind. So the other thing that I want to highlight on this calendar is that we do have a launch this month. We have 10 rounds coming out March 16th. So if that's something that you guys, everyone should at least be talking about it. I myself, I really don't think that I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but I'm still going to talk about it, right? I'm still going to put it out there and be talking about it. I'm going to be sharing it with my team in my boot camps and be letting them know that that's coming up. Okay. So make sure that you're talking about 10 rounds. And then I also want you guys to know that this summit ticket is literally I know it was on sale up until the 29th for $175. It's on sale for $170 all month long. Okay. So if you're someone that has not bought your ticket, if you're someone that is a working coach, if you're someone that wants to really, even if you just never only see yourself doing this part-time, whatever your goals are, you need to get to summit. And I'm not saying that lightly. I know that it's a challenge. I know it's still an investment, but to the people, ask anyone of us that have been there before. And I know you guys have heard this a million times, and I'm a broken record by this point, but Summit is a game changer. It really is. And if you really want to take not only just your belief and your knowledge to the next level, and you really want to fall more in love with your journey, coaching and personal, then you really need to go to Summit. Okay. So now's the best time to make that investment, because I promise you guys, I don't know. You can't predict how many tickets are going to go on sale. Let me just make sure everyone's muted. Again, so you really just want to jump on this when it happens. Okay. All right. So I think that's all I really wanted to touch on for that. We are having, I have my Emerald University that just launched today. If you are someone that wanted to be in that group, if you're pushing for Emerald, you're a brand new baby coach, if you're anywhere within our downline, so this is open to all coaches. let me know so we can get you in there. Okay. This is really going to replace my New Coach University. I just really want to hone in and help people get started and really get that first win under their belt right away. So I'm combining the two, and we're really focusing heavily on just the basics and of hitting Emerald in this group. So make sure that you reach out or comment in the team page if you want to be in there. Okay, so, oh no, my bar got in the way. So annoying. So I am going to get right into our topic tonight. Can everyone see this? Yeah, okay. And we are going to jump right into the road to elite. Oh, I am so excited to talk about this. Okay, so I am so pumped about this because I honestly think forever, and I'm myself included, when I heard the word elite, when I first heard the word elite as like an emerald or a diamond coach, I made it feel like I thought it was just so far off. I thought it was like the hardest thing ever, right? I thought that like that was something that I wouldn't be able to do in like, until year 3, 4, 5 as a coach. But you guys, they have made, like, if you guys have done any sort of research, last year, 2019, they changed the road to elite. It used to be this all or nothing thing. It used to be either you hit elite or you didn't hit elite, right? They had premier, but they didn't have what we have now, which is team builder, team leader, premier, and now elite, all right? And so this is how I'm going to break this down. Okay, so I'm going to like open your eyes to just how possible it is for all of us to be pushing for this, okay? All right, so in the chat, I want to just like start out here. The one thing that you guys would say that you feel like is the thing that you struggle with the most in this business. So in the chat, put it out there. What is it that you feel like you struggle the most with? What do you feel like holds you back? Inviting, okay. Guys, inviting's easy, so I get it, but the rejection piece, okay. So more mindset and all that stuff. Time management. Anybody else? All right, well, all right. So with inviting, okay. So the truth is, you guys, like inviting isn't hard. Inviting isn't hard. It really isn't. But the mindset around inviting is the challenge, right? So it takes no talent to invite, but it does take consistency. It takes, diligence and just discipline to do it every day, right? The more that we do things, the more that it becomes a habit, the more that it becomes something that we are comfortable with. When I first started inviting, of course, like I worked it up to be this huge, big thing, right? Rejections were like this huge, big thing because I took them personally, because we all come into this, you guys, with, personal strengths, personal weaknesses. I mean, we all come into this with self-limitations, right? But that's like part of our job, right? Our job is literally to own our own journey, to own our struggles, and to speak to that and be that light on social media, right? I'm someone that struggles has always struggled with what people think of me, and, just kind of dictating my life and my next steps based on like what society or what, the majority has always ruled, right? So that's something that I've had to own, that I've had to lean into, that I talk about with my people, because I know that that's something that I personally struggle with, right? So it's not that it's actually, holding you back. It's just something that is your personal like thing to get, persevere through, right? And the time management piece as well, it's like time management is something, it's a skill. It's a skill that we can hone in on. It's a skill we can improve on. It's not, there's nothing in here that literally is like, going to, is these aren't things that are going to stop you from persevering, okay? Right. Okay. So again, in inviting, like inviting it, you have to take the time. It takes time to find your groove with inviting, but it's still something that isn't technically hard. Okay. It's just something that we have to really honestly do over and over again, and you find your rhythm, you find your voice, right? You keep playing around and trying different things, and I swear to you, like it just comes together by doing. Okay, so the thing is about this is like when it comes down to it, when I first started coaching, like my big thing was that I really just wanted to get my Shakeology paid for. About like bare minimum, I wanted to be able to get my product paid for, and I wanted to bring in a little bit of extra money that I could start throwing at my credit card. Okay, I wanted to relieve some of that financial tension, and then that grew. I achieved that, and then it grew into, okay, I want to be able to take a step back from nursing. I want to be able to cut back on my hours, and then it grew into wanting to be able to afford to our dream house, right? To pay off enough debt that we could afford our dream house. And now it's like, I want to be able to build a 6-figure income. It's evolved over time, but it didn't start there. But no matter what your goal is, like put it in the chat. Like, what are you motivated by? Like, are you someone that, like, do you have a why? Like, what's your why for being here, right? Like, I want to hear what your why is, because it always comes back to why. Because if we don't have that why, and we don't have that in the forefront of our brain, like I did when I first started, like I so badly knew that I wanted to be able to get rid of that debt, that made me show up, right? It made me figure out my time management. It made me figure out, it made me do my inviting and get, eat my frog, because I knew that was what was going to move my business forward. I knew that was what's going to get me one step closer. I knew that I had to hit Success Club in order to, bring in that, change enough lives that I could bring in that extra income every month to make that difference. Let me read the chat. Quit my second job, pay off student loans, eventually go full-time with coaching. Yeah. So like, if you know that helping, inspiring people, how much I've grown by this, extra money, want to earn extra income, get out of debt. Yeah, absolutely. All of these things, you guys. Yeah. Isn't it crazy? Like, of course, like your why, like you've got to obviously want to help people to be in this. You do. You have to, we all, like, your lives change. And that's what, drives us to want to go out and change others, have other people feel this too. But we also have to be realistic, and we have to be real and honest with ourselves about the fact that we do have this other side, right? We have this why that's driving us, because there's always going to be things that we don't want to do. There's always going to be times that you don't want to invite. There's always going to be times that you don't want to show up and post on social media. There's always going to be times that you don't want to put in that hour, or, collectively, whatever, make that time in your busy schedule or your busy season, whatever you're going through, to do the work, to be that consistent, to move that needle forward, right? But we have to remember our why. This is why. We have to come back to that why, and that's what's going to help us show up when it's hard. Because there's always going to be a hard, right? There's always going to be a reason not to. But just like we do with our normal jobs, like we do with anything else that we really want, it's so important that we show up in those times that we don't want to, okay? So when it comes to that, if you just take a lead away, all of those things that you guys said, paying off debt, pretty much paying off debt, being able to take this full time. And someday you're going to have to be inviting, you're going to have to be posting, you're going to have to be running groups, you're going to have to be doing these things, hitting Success Club, moving your business forward. You're going to have to be doing these things in order to make that happen. Because bottom line, you guys, is if you're not, it's not going to. And that's just the harsh reality of it, okay? So what are the milestones, though, that we can shoot for to make this happen, right? So when it comes to, like, hitting those milestones, like, the great thing is that it's not just, you don't have to, you aim for elite, but you're going to get these wins along the way. And I'm going to break those down for you of what it is that, and really make it tangible for how you can actually do this. Okay. So when I was talking about our retreat, right? So next month we're going to have a leadership retreat. Well, for you be able to qualify for that retreat, then you have to have earned some leadership points, right? So how is it that we earn leadership points? Because it's not, they used to be called elite points, but now they're called leadership points. So if you go into your back office and you go to your left-hand tab and you go down to Road to Elite, this is, and you go to Road to Elite breakdown or something like that, you'll see your Road to Elite, all right? You'll see this breakdown. So I'm going to explain it to you what this all means. So the first way that we earn leadership points is through something called acquisition PV. So basically, PV means personal volume. So to earn points in acquisition PV category, basically this comes from you signing up new challengers and new coaches, and the volume that is generated from signing on those new people every month, and also those that continue to stay on month thereafter. Okay, so say for example you go out and you you sell 3 challenge packs. So for each challenge pack is 160, you sell all access challenge pack, it's 160 volume points, right? 160 times 3, is gonna, let me get my calculator. So say you go out and let's say like you go out and you don't just sell 3, you sell 5 challenge packs. So say in the month of February, you sold 160 challenge packs. That's 800 volume points right there. So the way that you earn a point in acquisition PV category is every time that you accumulate 500 of volume points in your, personal volume points. So right there, if you hit at least Success Club 3 to 5 every single month, you're going to start accumulating that 500 PV very quickly, just from new customers new customers and coaches that you are bringing on. But then, what you're also going to get volume from is from, say you do sign up those discount coaches, or you sign up those coaches, and they end up becoming working coaches. Well, all the volume that they go out and create from them going out and changing lives and selling challenge packs and whatever, that volume is all going to count towards your acquisition PV as well, or your personal volume as well. And then say everyone you signed up in January and February, they're still loving their journey, they're loving Shakeology. That every additional month, they're going to continue to contribute 90 volume points to your personal volume. So you see, like in this category, so you max out at 50 points. Okay, so every time you hit 500, you get a point. So you can see, like, if you are hitting, like I said, if you're consistently hitting Success Club, at least Success Club 5 to 10 every single month, you're already gonna be generating a lot of volume on your own. And then again, additionally, you're gonna be accumulating your volume very quickly with those, keeping those people, having them fall in love with their journey, again, showing, having those people potentially become coaches, changing lives themselves, the ripple effect, right? So this is like the category last year that this is what allowed us to hit Premier, is because we had, we hit this, maxed out in this category. This was one of the categories that we maxed out in, was our volume, because we had a lot of coaches, we had a lot of volume, right? So this is super easy. Can you guys start to see how this could be really simple to just with consistency of hitting Success Club and bringing on new people, that you can very easily make this happen, right? Because 500, that's going to start rolling very, very, very quickly. So that's the first category, is acquisition and PV. So this is something you can't really track. It's hard to track, but you just, again, just knowing that if you're hitting at least Success Club every single month, and your team is expanding underneath you and they're loving their journeys, then you're going to naturally be accruing this volume very easily. Okay. So the second category is your personally sponsored coaches that hit Success Club. Okay. So this is a category that maxes out at 50 points. So listen to this though. Listen how this works. So for every personally sponsored coach of yours that joins in 2019 or 2020. So we are in the year of 2020. So for the PV category as well, that is only counting from January 1st, 2020 through December 31st, 2020. Okay, so within this 2020 year. With the PS coach though, it counts for any coach that joined in the year of 2019 or 2020. Okay, so it's broader, right? So if someone joined in any coaches of ours that joined in 2018, they don't count toward in this category for our push for elite in 2020. Okay, so every coach that has joined in the last since 2019 that hits Success Club, so Success Club 5 or higher, so 3 lives or higher, earns 1 point. So say we have 3 coaches, say you have 3 coaches, personally sponsored coaches that hit Success Club last month, right? All of which that joined between 2019 and now. That would earn you 3 points. But if you also hit Success Club, then that doubles and you earn 6 points, okay? So this category, again, maxes out at 50. So if you are hitting, say you have 3 people hit Success Club every month for this whole year. That's 6 points, and you also hit Success Club. So 6 times 12 is 72 points. So you'd automatically max out in that category because you can max out at 50 points, right? By having 3 people hit Success Club each month, right? So that is insane, right? So this is actually the category that we fell short in last year, okay? This is one of the categories that we were weaker in last year, is because we didn't have at least, 3 coaches, working coaches that were consistently hitting Success Club every single month, okay? So this is a point that we are a category that we can improve in, okay? But again, this all comes from us collectively hitting Success Club. Okay, so it doesn't matter if I just hit Success Club. It doesn't matter if just it doesn't matter if the people that have been hitting Success Club that were been working since 2018 are hitting Success Club. They won't count or help us in this push for elite. They can help us in other ways with our ranking and all that stuff, which I'll get into, but they can't help us with this in this category for our points, okay? So super cool, but again, consistency. So, but easy also when you break it down like that, right? So you just need 3 PS coaches hitting Success Club, even if you had 2 working coaches hitting Success Club. So 2, and then you, so 4 points each month times 12, that's 48. So you'd be super close, right? So if you had some months that you did have more coaches hitting Success Club, you'd still be able to hit that category. And then the last category is new PS coaches that hit their first point in that first month that they join. Okay, so again, this only counts in the 2020 category. So any coach that has joined since January 1st, 2020 through December 31st. So this means that if someone joined in January and they either changed one life, went out and sold a challenge pack or signed someone up in their first 30 days, you'd get 1 point for that. And this does count. So say they joined in January, but they didn't change a life till February, that you have that 30-day rolling period. Okay. So it's not technically like if they join in January, you have till January 31st for them to hit, change a life. You have through in February, right? You have that rolling period to help earn that point. This is another area that we were weaker in, right? So this is something that we can all improve on. And again, Beachbody has made it so enticing and, you know, with giving us promo codes, like what is that? Like that's insane. So the fact that we get these $10 off promo codes now when people sign up as discount coaches, it's our job really to, like, you know, inform people and let them know just how easy it is to go turn around and like bring someone along with you. But this is really where it comes to it is up to us, right? To, you know, spread that communication and really like breathe belief into people and let people know just how easy it is to go around and just like bring someone along with you, right? So again, super cool. This category actually maxes out at 25. Okay, so it's lower. So total leadership points, 125 possible max out leadership points. To hit elite, we need 105. Okay, so as you can see, if we hit the volume, if we have everyone hitting Success Club, we, you know, working together, having at least 3 people hitting Success Club every month, and then we work on getting people to, you know, change that first life, you know, when they first come on, we can so easily do this, right? So this is really like, honestly, as you can see, like this really isn't so hard when you break it all down. It just comes down to really having the, you know, not just having the goal, but then again, breaking it down like this and really understanding like what it actually is calling you to do or calling you to, you know, be consistent with, right? So Success Club, you know, being that leader and letting your people know, like letting them know about those promo codes, helping them, you know when they're getting started right call or their welcome email that they can go out and change a life. Really like, you know, building belief in your challengers and letting them know that they can do this too, right? All this stuff. So when we look at it and we break it down, this is where the benchmarks are. Okay, so obviously the goal is elite, but along the way, you have team builder, you have team leader, and premier. So as a team, we ended the year as a 2020 premier team. That means that we fell just short of hitting elite last year. We didn't have the diamonds to hit elite. We didn't have enough leadership points to hit elite, but we did hit premier. So that means that we did, you know, accomplish, you know, much of what we just broke down. We just didn't break down enough. All right. So I'm going to share with you guys, because throughout the year, like we all started ground zero, right? Every January 1st, everyone in the whole entire company starts at a clean slate. Like everyone's, you know, roadmap is wiped clean, and we all have to hit these benchmarks throughout the year in order to hit elite. Okay, so we still have, we have to hit team builder as a team. We have to hit team leader as a team. We have to hit premier as a team, and then we have to hit elite, okay? So what is team builder? So team builder is, you are a diamond coach. So you've made it through the 6-week qualification as a diamond, and you've earned 25 leadership points. So in any of those 3 categories, collectively, you've earned 25 leadership points, okay? So it's not like any given category, it's total, okay? So, and then 1 new emerald. So how easy is that, right? You've created 1 new emerald, which if you've hit diamond, then you've obviously probably achieved that. And then you have 1,000 volume, team volume on your weak leg. And that's in any 5-week period. So again, team volume comes from your whole downline, okay? So that means like, so whatever your weak leg is, that collectively, if you go in your back office and you look at team volume on any given week, if you look right before you cycle, you can see if you have over 500 volume on that weak leg, boom, that's it. You only have to hit it once, right? In any 5-week period, and that will qualify you for team builder. So if you guys have seen in my office, or maybe you've seen it elsewhere, like the statue that they, you know, right? They give you out the little blocks as you hit these milestones. So you hit team builder, boom, you're gonna get your first piece of that trophy. Okay, so pretty cool. So super easy. Again, hitting diamond is a huge one. It's just like, if you're pushing for diamond, then you're going to be hitting team builder most likely, okay? All right, team leader. So this is really like for those, you know, star diamonds, right? So you hit diamond. This is why it's really never, diamond's really not the goal, right? It's always beyond. So team leader is a 1-star diamond coach. So you've made it through 1-star quals, has 50 leadership points collectively, and you've created 2 new emeralds or 1 new diamond. So again, if you hit 1 star, then it's likely that you've created a new diamond, but you've also possibly just created 2 new emeralds. That's kind of confusing, but either way, you've created a new diamond, right? And you have 2,500 of week-like volume. So again, you guys see, it's really just like, it's just upping the ante, right? And as we talked about in the very beginning, if you're doing that stuff consistently, you know how fast you're going to accumulate, that kind of volume, right? Like, because again, it's not just you, it's everything that's building underneath you from that compound effect, right? Of you hitting Success Club 5, Success Club 10 every single month, you're naturally going to bring in, like, that's the ticket, right? Is like, you're naturally going to bring in enough numbers every month where the odds are going to just be more in your favor, that you're going to have more people wanting to coach. You're going to have more people, loving their product and staying on it, and just bringing in that consistent volume that you're going to generate that very easily. Okay. So again, this is in any 5-week period that you generate this kind of volume. Okay. And then Premier. So Premier, you are a 2-star diamond coach, lifetime 2-star diamond. So you've made it through 6-week quals for that. You have 75 leadership points and 1 new diamond. Okay. So that for us, like, I entered the year as a 1-star. So in order for us to hit Premier, we had to create a new diamond, right? So that was what we were lacking, throughout the year, was we needed to create a new diamond. So that was when we hit that benchmark, and then we needed 5,000 on our week leg. So we hit the volume, we hit the diamond, we had leadership points, had to start, we were able to qualify for Premier. Okay, so super easy when you think about it. All of you ladies that are pushing for a 1-star, you're breath away from diamond, all that stuff. You guys, diamond is so easy. Like, diamond is something that you should not be like, you should not be telling yourself like diamond by summit. You should really be pushing for diamond in like the next 30 to 60 days. Okay. Because it's really not hard. It's 12 people. Okay. So same thing with, 2-star, like Premier, like you should be pushing for 2-star by, like summit or summertime, right? That's really the mentality that you really need to start developing, is like, again, not playing small. Like, stop playing small. Okay. So then for elite, it's 5-star diamond coach. So you've made it through 6-week quals for 5-star diamond. You have 105 leadership points. So like I said, and then at least 2 new diamonds, right? So you generate and create at least 2 new diamonds. And then same thing, 5,000 for a week-like volume. So if you see the difference between Premier and elite, it's not much, right? It's an extra diamond, and it's another 25 leadership points, basically. That is so easy. So if we hit Premier, there's no flipping way that we can't hit elite. You know what I mean? And if you hit like team builder, there's no way you can't hit team leader. If you hit team leader, no way you can't hit Premier. All that stuff, you guys. Like, if you can hit emerald, you can hit elite. All right? Because it's all the same practices. It's just consistency, and it's just like compounding on that consistency over time. All right. So how do we earn elite ranking points? So at the end of the year, we ended the year, I think, at 214. So out of 300 and whatever thousand coaches, we had the 214th most highest leadership points, if that makes sense. So that means that we were like, 214 out of 300 or whatever. So we had the most leadership points. We were almost in the top 200 for leadership points. Okay. So that tells you just how close we were to elite, because basically the first 200 coaches typically are elite coaches, right? The top 200 of the company. So the way that we earn elite ranking points is pretty fun and cool. So this is why I said, like, those coaches of ours that, you know, are working coaches from 2018, maybe they won't be able to help generate, you know, those Success Club points, leadership points, but they will help us with ranking points. So we earn 25 points for every new PS coach that hits a star diamond rank. So from 1 to 5 star. So that means that every time one of our coaches, you know, PS coach, so basically any of you guys in our downline, if you're my PS coach, advances to 1 star or higher, we will earn 25 points. So say you hit 1 star, right? Boom, 25 leadership points. Basically, it moves us up the ranking, you know, by 25 points. And then you go on and you hit 2 star or 3 star or whatever. Every time that you rank advance another star, you earn us another 25 points, okay? And then every time someone hits Success Starter, which let's talk about that for a second. Success Starter no longer is having to hit Success Club your first 3 months. Like, you know, coming on, you have to hit it those first 3 months or bust. And I know, Ashley, you're like, I remember when we learned about this, you're like, what? Oh my God. Because Ashley hit Success Starter last year and it was awesome. And that's totally why we earned, you know, we earned points from that, you know, towards Premier. But now it's any 3 months out of your first 6 months as a coach that will qualify you for Success Starter. So that is huge. If you are a new coach, you should be pushing for Success Starter, like no brainer, right? Hit Success Club 3 out of the first 6 months. Like, you should obviously be wanting to hit Success Club every month, right? That will earn 25 points towards our elite ranking. So flipping cool, like craziness. So really, like, when you break that all down, you guys, like, I know it's kind of confusing, but when you break it all down, it all comes back to these basics of just like hitting Success Club, changing lives, you know, being consistent, being a light on social media, right? Attracting our people, talking about coaching, running consistent sneak peeks, like, honestly, right? Like, not playing small, not shooting for just Success Club. Because, like, if you're only shooting for Success Club, you guys, I can't talk. You're barely gonna scrape by, right? Because if you aim small, you're going to land small. If you aim high, you're always going to land higher than you think. And that's what's always going to challenge and push your belief about what you're capable of, because you're always going to be surprising yourself, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's just honestly the best piece of advice that I can give, is just what's taught me the most is honestly failing forward, because I've aimed so high. I wanted to hit elite last year. Did we hit elite? No, but we hit Premier, and that's so much farther, like, than I ever would have hit if I had just, like, said I want to, you know, hit team leader, right? You know what I mean? Like, I landed higher than I thought I would, and I learned so much along the way, right? And I took away so much that's now propelling us forward, and it's just all compounding on each other. So I know that's a lot. I'm going to stop my share. Does anyone have any questions about this? Like, I would love to just answer any questions if anybody has any, like, about what this all means, or did I confuse you? Anything. And just unmute yourself, because I don't have patience for the chat right now.
Amy, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I do have a question. Your PowerPoint's super helpful. I learned by doing, and so I did the Beachbody module training when I first started. But as far as, like, I kind of just learned, okay, now I'm Emerald, and now I'm on my way working towards Diamond. Is there somewhere that we can find all of this, like, written out, like what all this stuff means? Because I just feel like it's a lot to process at once.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So I can't tell you the actual FAQ, But if you just go into your back office, like I said, and go to that Road to Elite tab,
Okay.
you go in there, it will say right at the top, like where, it will give you the little hyperlink to be like, all
Okay.
right, want more facts on this, like go click here. Want more facts on this, go click here.
Okay.
And it will give you that chart. It will give you a chart of like how to earn, about the leadership points and how to earn them again. So yeah, for more of a visual like breakdown.
Okay. And will that go over like the different like rank advancements as well like 2-star and like all these terms that are sounding new to me? Like will it go over that too so I can kind of see what it looks like?
Yes, it will. But if you want, like, one of the things that I looked up when I like was, kind of getting in this mindset, okay, I think I want to like, I want to take this full time. What benchmark do I need to be pushing for to be earning enough income that, that financially like makes sense, right? And so what I looked up is the Star Diamond like ranking stuff again. So just Google in the FAQ like Star Diamond rank, and it will break down like how to earn the Star Diamond bonuses, and basically like it will explain each rank a little bit more. The difference between the bottom line of what you need to know is that it's only in 2-star and above that you can start to earn those Star Diamond bonuses. Okay, so every quarter, the extra volume every quarter gets dispersed amongst all those 2 stars and above that obviously hold that rank for, within that 6-week period. So I personally can tell you I haven't earned a 2-star bonus yet because I haven't held 2-star, an active 2-star ranking within the 6 weeks of the quarter, each, the first quarter, second quarter, whatever. Like I've dropped rank or at bad times or whatever, that I've always missed it. But basically that's a huge way, means of bringing in extra income. So and that just builds and builds and builds. So as a 2-star, you get a certain percentage. As a 3-star, you get a certain percentage. 4-star, 5-star. 5-star is a whole different kind of bonus. So that's like even more. So that's more money on top of what you're just generating and bringing in from your cycling every week. Your paychecks. This is like an additional amount. So I know I'm kind of getting off topic. I'm talking more about income, but basically, yes, if all of this can be like, you can search your heart away and like research it all in the back office. But I really I would just tell you like what I focused on was what people told me was to get to 2-star. Because that was when I was able to open up my second business center, which is basically another U that you can place strategically wherever, based on whether you're trying to build for rank or income. You can place that wherever, and you can generate more volume, right? And if you're generating more volume, then you're going to obviously increase your volume all over the place, and you're going to allow yourself to cycle more and all that stuff. So that's really where a lot of people see their income jump the most, is once they hit that 2-star rank, open up their second CBC. So does that answer your guys' questions, or did I just confuse you all more? I feel like I did.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's really honestly simple. It's Success Club, it's duplication, and it's just consistency over time, right? So like honestly, it just comes down to really paying attention to like every single one of you. I mean, you all started or joined within the last year, and so you are that much more like now that like knowledge is power. So it really just means like going out and doing the thing. Honestly, last year, I will tell you, honestly, I didn't even truly understand the fact that I was like actually building for elite, right? I knew I mostly focused on the ranking for elite, like 5-star. That's what I kept in my forefront. I didn't break down how I was earning leadership points. Like I didn't, fully understand how I was earning leadership points. I just knew I was, I got team builder. Oh, I got team leader. And then boom, it's like, okay, but think about like how cool it would be. Like how cool would it be to get a phone call at the end of the year that you are an elite team. Like so-and-so, like, congratulations, you and team blah, 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 blah are an elite team. Like, how insane is that? And to get on January 1st to wake up to like a beautiful bouquet of flowers, like on your front doorstep, and to walk the stage and, you know, as an elite team, like that is insane. And you guys, like, if I like think about it, like, okay, I'm nobody different. Like, I'm no different than you. The only difference is that I started a little bit before you, right? You all are generating like your own teams. Like, you all are out there changing lives just like I have for the last 2.5 years. Like, we all can hit elite. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just like the thing that why I wanted to talk about this tonight is because it really truly is so easy when you think about it. It's just that we get in our heads, right? We this is what we do. We get in our heads and we talk ourselves out of it. So stop playing small, stop talking yourself out of it, and just get to work. Like, honestly, just break it down and look at it. When you look at the facts, it's just like, okay, I gotta go out and I gotta focus on hitting Success Club 10. No more 5, we're shooting for 10, right? So doing that, and then you're gonna be naturally, again, you're gonna be bringing in enough people that's going to naturally just create that, that constant movement forward, right? It's going to start generating that volume. It's going to start generating that, like, just, you're going to start building that belief in yourself. And the more you're out there talking about this coaching opportunity and you're out there and you're sharing, you're just going to naturally attract your people. Okay. Oh my God, I'm getting out of breath. Let me stop the record.